Have you ever wondered about the science behind breastfeeding? It's an incredible journey that your body undergoes. Breastfeeding is more than just a way to feed your baby. It's a complex process that involves an intricate interplay of hormones and physiological changes. It's a journey that your body embarks upon, one that's as fascinating as it is vital for the well-being of your little one. But what exactly is happening inside your body when you breastfeed? Let's take a closer look. Breastfeeding is a symphony of hormones and physiological responses, each playing a crucial role in ensuring your baby gets the nourishment they need. Two hormones take center stage in this performance: prolactin and oxytocin. Prolactin, often referred to as the milk-making hormone, is primarily responsible for stimulating the production of milk. Every time your baby latches on, prolactin levels in your body surge, signaling your mammary glands to produce more milk. Oxytocin, on the other hand, is the milk-releasing hormone. This hormone prompts the cells around your milk-producing glands to contract and release milk, a process known as the letdown reflex. But these hormones don't act alone. They are part of a complex hormonal orchestra, working in harmony with each other and the rest of your body. This delicate balance is fine-tuned to respond to your baby's needs, ensuring they get the exact amount of milk they need when they need it. And it's not just about feeding. Breastfeeding also has profound effects on both you and your baby beyond nutrition. It can help foster a deep bond between you two, reduce your baby's risk of illness, and even have long-term health benefits for you. So you see, breastfeeding is more than a simple act. It's a testament to the incredible capabilities of the human body, a remarkable journey that your body embarks upon for the well-being of your little one. So let's delve into this fascinating journey and explore the science behind breastfeeding. Hi, welcome to Nen Versa. On this channel, we talk about everything style, confidence, breastfeeding, pumping, and motherhood. If you find this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Firstly, let's talk about prolactin, the hormone primarily responsible for milk production. Now, prolactin isn't just some random hormone. It's the star of the show when it comes to breastfeeding. It's like the conductor of an orchestra directing the body's symphony of milk production. But how does it work, you may wonder? Well, let's break it down. During pregnancy, the levels of prolactin in a woman's body rise, prepping the mammary glands for the task ahead. But the high levels of other hormones, like progesterone and estrogen, keep the prolactin in check, preventing the actual production of milk until the baby arrives. It's like the body's way of saying, "Hold on, prolactin, it's not time yet." Then, when the baby is born and begins to nurse, something incredible happens. The act of nursing sends a signal to the brain saying, "Hey, it's feeding time." This signal triggers the release of prolactin, which then stimulates the mammary glands to produce milk and fill the breasts. So, in a way, the baby is the one calling the shots, telling the body when it's time to produce more milk. But it doesn't stop there. The more the baby nurses, the more prolactin is released, and the more milk is produced. It's a beautifully efficient cycle, a supply and demand system that ensures the baby always gets what it needs. This process is why frequent nursing is so crucial, especially in the early days. It helps establish a strong milk supply and signals to the body to keep the prolactin levels high. So, prolactin is the hormone that turns the body into a milk-making machine, responding to the baby's demands and ensuring there's always enough milk to go around. But we're left with one question. So, prolactin ensures that your baby will always have enough milk, but what triggers the release of this milk? Stay tuned, because that's the next exciting part of the story. Now meet oxytocin, the hormone that acts like a trigger for milk release. This fascinating hormone plays a paramount role in what is known as the letdown reflex, a critical part of the breastfeeding process. So what exactly happens during the letdown reflex? Once your baby begins to nurse, oxytocin is released into your bloodstream, triggering a fascinating chain of events. It's like the conductor of an orchestra, signaling the muscle cells that surround your milk-producing glands, the alveoli, to contract. This contraction pushes the milk out of these glands, down the milk ducts, and finally, to the nipple where your baby is nursing. It's a beautifully orchestrated process, all directed by oxytocin. It's fast too. The letdown reflex can occur as quickly as a few seconds after your baby starts feeding, or it might take a minute or two. You might feel a tingling sensation, or a sense of fullness, or you might not notice anything at all. But rest assured, oxytocin is at work, ensuring that your milk is flowing. Now here's a vital point to remember. Oxytocin is a shy hormone. It thrives in calm, relaxed environments and can be inhibited by stress, anxiety, or discomfort. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious, oxytocin might not perform as well as it should, potentially disrupting the letdown reflex and the flow of milk. That's why it's so important to find a comfortable, relaxed setting for nursing, where both you and your baby can feel at ease. And just as stress can inhibit oxytocin, positive emotions can enhance its release. Feelings of love, warmth, and closeness with your baby can help stimulate oxytocin and promote a healthy letdown reflex. So when you're nursing, take a moment to bond with your baby. Not only is it a beautiful moment to share, but it's also supporting the amazing work of oxytocin. So, oxytocin ensures that the milk reaches your baby. But how does your body know when to start this whole process? Well, that's a question for our next scene. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the remarkable science of breastfeeding. The initiation of lactation is like a symphony perfectly orchestrated by hormones. Now imagine, if you will, a stage of musicians each ready to play their part in this incredible performance. The music starts slow with the drop in progesterone and estrogen levels after childbirth. This is the cue for the rise of a star performer, prolactin. Prolactin, the milk-making hormone, takes center stage, rising dramatically in response to the drop in pregnancy hormones. It's like the conductor, guiding the other players in the orchestra. Its rise signals the mammary glands to start producing milk, marking the beginning of the lactation process. Now let's talk about the first milk, colostrum. Colostrum is the first act of the symphony, and it's nothing short of miraculous. It's a thick, yellowish fluid packed with antibodies and nutrients. It's the perfect first meal for a newborn, offering a protective barrier against the new world they've entered. This incredible substance is produced in small amounts, just enough for the baby's tiny stomach. But how does the body know to produce colostrum first? Well, it's all part of the symphony. The body is designed to produce exactly what the baby needs at each stage. The drop in progesterone and estrogen levels after childbirth signals the body to produce colostrum. After a few days, the production of colostrum decreases, and mature milk production begins. This transition is guided by the ever-changing hormonal symphony. The composition of the milk changes in response to the baby's needs, shifting from colostrum to transitional milk, and finally to mature milk. This dance of hormones, this symphony, is a testament to the wonder that is the human body. It's a process that's been perfected over thousands of years, fine-tuned to ensure the survival and health of our species. So, the initiation of lactation is a well-coordinated hormonal event. But how does your body maintain this milk production? Well, that's a melody for another scene. Stay tuned for the next part of our journey into the science of breastfeeding. Maintaining milk production is a perfect example of the law of supply and demand. In this grand dance of nature, your body and your baby are in perfect sync. This is where the principle of supply and demand comes into play. The more your baby nurses, the more milk your body produces. It's as beautifully simple as that. Prolactin, the milk-making hormone, plays a significant role in this process. When your baby latches on and begins to nurse, the level of prolactin in your blood rises. This increase signals to your body to produce more milk, ensuring that your supply keeps pace with your baby's demand. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Your baby's feeding patterns directly affect your milk production. Your body is incredibly intuitive, constantly adjusting milk production to match the needs of your baby. If your baby goes through a growth spurt and needs more milk, your body will respond by producing more. But the opposite is also true. If your baby is not nursing as often, maybe due to starting solid foods or sleeping longer at night, your body gets the signal that less milk is needed. As a result, milk production slows down. This is why mothers who are exclusively breastfeeding are advised to nurse or pump regularly, to keep milk production up. The same principle applies if you're pumping instead of nursing. The more frequently you empty your breasts, the more milk your body is signaled to produce. If pumping sessions are skipped, or if less milk is removed, your body receives the signal that less milk is needed, causing milk production to decrease. So you see, your body is a remarkable machine, finely tuned to the needs of your baby. It's a system of checks and balances, of signals and responses, working together to nourish your little one. So, your body is incredibly responsive, adjusting milk production based on your baby's needs. That's the fascinating science behind breastfeeding. Are you a new mom wondering about the essential breastfeeding and pumping gear? If so, you're in the right place. This video is your one-stop guide to all the must-have items to make your breastfeeding and pumping journey easier. We will be exploring a variety of products, discussing their features, and weighing their pros and cons. Each item has been carefully reviewed to ensure you have all the information you need. So stay tuned as we dive into the world of breastfeeding and pumping gear essentials. Welcome.